So I kind of want to go back to where I think that maybe maybe some of this began. Um, when I say some of this, I'm thinking about my fear of rejection or fear of abandonment that I didn't ask for, but somehow it just somehow happened to end up in my back pocket. Um, but I think at a young age, my parents divorced, and it's not like I don't feel like I took it super super hard or that I was broken. I was a very happy go lucky kid, but I know that any kid going through a divorce will take it on themselves, and so I imagine that I did, and maybe to brush it off was why I started being so uh, talkative, so adventurous, so you know always go lucky. So yeah, that happened at an early age. Then one of the first girls that I liked, um, she liked my best friend, and so me and him, we would compete with each other all the time to see who was the fastest kid in school. We would always race each other because you guys, if you're not Jamaican, you wouldn't understand, but as a Jamaican, being the fastest kid in school is really important. So, yeah, that was like my childhood growing up in Jamaica before we moved to America, seeing that my dad abandoned me. This girl always chose my best friend over me, and so I was constantly getting rejected. And so, I left Jamaica, came to America, and that was also kind of a sad thing. I remember Linkin Park came out at the time, and so I was listening to Meteora a lot. I had that whole album memorized. But yeah, and then one of the first girls that I worked up the courage to ask out, the first girl that I asked out, not to really even be my girlfriend, just to ask out to go. I forgot where we were gonna go, maybe to a movie or maybe to a bowling alley or something. And of course, my mom was going to be the one to drive us because I was in like grade school at the time. I was probably 13, 12 years old. Yeah, so she said yeah, and I felt like this is awesome. I felt like it was the top of the world, and so she said yeah. So then the night came for us to go out on this event, and I got ready. My mom was ready, so I called her to let her know that I was gonna come, and she didn't answer the phone. So then I called again, and so she didn't answer the phone. So I let my mom know that she didn't answer the phone and that, maybe we'll try again in a little while and see if she's ready. Maybe they're still getting ready or something. Anyway, I didn't tell my mom how much times I called. But yeah, let's just say it's quite embarrassing, but I proceeded to call at least 10 more times, maybe 13 more times. And so poor little me with my heart broken, thinking to myself that this girl doesn't like me, this girl rejected me, this girl, I got dressed, I got everything looking ready, looking good. And yeah, so that happened. And then, yeah, there's a slew of other. When I got into high school, I finally had my first girlfriend, and throughout that relationship, I'm not going to go into much details, but throughout that relationship, it lasted about 6 years. She cheated on me like well, at least I know of three times that she confessed to doing it, which, you know, why did I allow myself to go back with someone that was willing to do that even once, yet twice, yet three times? So it just shows like this fear of abandonment and fear of rejection, how my identity was wrapped up in the relationship. And so over 6 years, and after being cheated on again, I only know about the times that was confessed to me. um didn't have the self dignity or the self respect to say I deserve to be treated better than this. Yeah, and so you know, again, now where I'm at with life, and we're gonna get closer to the modern age because this is again talking about my elementary school and my childhood and my high school years. But now, because of what I've seen in the life of Christ, because of how I've seen how Jesus deals with hard situations and hard times, like if you see when he's in the courtrooms and when he's being questioned, being falsely accused, and he doesn't let those type of things like really bother him. He doesn't let them throw his emotions out of the way, and he doesn't let them throw him into temper tantrums or act depressed. And so I know that that's kind of been this repeated pattern of me investing everything because my personality type, I'm the type of person who like just invests everything and believes everything everyone says, and I'm very trusting. And um yeah, but I don't want to say that I've attracted it, but yeah, it's just something that has been taking place and it's happened repeatedly. Now, I after this relationship, when I became 18, um, certain things started happening in my life because I found out about this cheating, and you know, that's when some coping mechanisms started back in high school. And maybe the next one I'll do is when I'll talk about that, kind of how I got introduced to certain type of coping mechanisms, um, because it's again, I don't want to jam pack too many things into one of these diary type episodes, but yeah, I just think that if anyone is having those type of issues about fear of abandonment or fear of rejection, where you you can see when you're calm, you look at how you've responded in the past to certain things, and you see how other people have responded to the similar situations, and you're like, maybe that there's something off, maybe that I overreact to certain things, or maybe I don't respond in a normal manner to certain things like everyone else does. It's useful to really look back and to reflect and to um, for me, this is really helpful. This journal, I can go back and watch these, and I hope that it's helpful for you, that you're getting something out of it. But I know for me to talk and to hear myself out, because you know that little boy that dialed that girl so many times, I can't tell you that's actually happened since I've been an adult. So to think that that same type of childish behavior has continued into my adulthood just goes to show you perhaps that maybe maybe we can find out some of the things that have led to those type of behaviors continuing. So I'm gonna end it here and call it a wrap. But I yeah, thank you for listening if you have, and I hope that you haven't. This is this is different.